For over a decade, the Web3 ecosystem has focused heavily on the speculative trading of digital tokens. Yet, beneath that surface, actual corporate finance and treasury management still run on a highly manual process of people clicking buttons. Moving capital across networks today requires human operators to manually hunt for the correct dashboards, trust centralized cross-chain bridges, and do the mental math required to calculate gas limits. Every time a human has to stop and authorize a transfer, capital sits idle. That delay between wanting to move money and the actual settlement is called latency, and latency leaks value, degrading the efficiency of the underlying capital. Traditional corporate hierarchies, burdened by layers of manual human approval, represent a massive financial liability built on structured inefficiency. Imagine an enterprise where the entire workforce is made of code. No human employees, just pure executable logic. In what researchers call a post-interface economy, user dashboards are seen as bottlenecks. Value naturally routes away from systems that require a user to click a mouse, and towards systems that execute frictionlessly on the back end. This architectural evolution targets absolute, invisible autonomy as its final permanent state. To prevent an autonomous system from collapsing into chaos, it requires rigid management. The paperclip AI orchestrator solves this by organizing autonomous agents into a strict traditional corporate hierarchy. This chart outlines 5 pillars of enterprise automation, replacing human departments with AI personas like a CEO, quant, and treasury agent. While the CEO maps strategy, an engineer scans contracts for vulnerabilities. In the live system status, we see the treasury allocation breakdown executing autonomously. Swapping manual operations teams and expensive consulting firms for a workforce that runs 24/7 eliminates hundreds of thousands of dollars in administrative overhead every single year. These language models are no longer acting as advisory chatbots waiting for prompts. They are the active, self-coordinating labor force. Historically, artificial intelligence has suffered from a major limitation. It is trapped off-chain. An AI might write excellent code, but it cannot hold a digital wallet or execute a real financial command. Orchestrator acts as the high-speed execution middleware that bridges this gap. You can type a natural language intent, like route 5000 flare to the XRP Ledger, and the system computes the optimal cross-chain path. Looking at the diagnostics terminal, the AI generates a cryptographic execution blueprint, confirming executing match inside enclave and securing vault release authorized. Before moving assets, agents check the flare time series oracle, instantly flagging pricing anomalies with warnings like this drift anomaly detected alert. Through this orchestration, the human's role in the financial supply chain shifts permanently. They are demoted from the active executor to merely the approver. A machine economy executing tasks at API speed cannot survive on a single congested blockchain network. To eliminate gas carriers and fragmented liquidity, this architecture utilizes a cross-chain control plane called the Trinity of DLT, weaving 3 ledgers into one network. The XRP Ledger handles high-speed transfers. Algorand provides mathematical finality, ensuring zero reversal risk. Hedera acts as the final layer, offering continuous, verifiable audit trails. This specific multi-chain architecture converts cryptocurrency from a static asset into high-speed operational bandwidth. This infrastructure establishes an entirely different reality, a sovereign machine economy. Blockchains are evolving past their role as passive ledgers for digital assets. They are becoming the shared, verifiable state machines where autonomous software incorporates and coordinates. The internet itself is upgrading from a communication layer into a high-speed execution layer. Because all of this intense coordination happens completely below the surface, the most valuable financial systems of the next decade will be entirely invisible to the people relying on them. If an operational workflow still requires manual human trust, it is already obsolete. For years, the industry chased flashy features and speculation, but real adoption looks boring before it looks obvious. It is driven exclusively by systems that ruthlessly reduce friction. The future of enterprise will not run on human labor. It will be orchestrated entirely by pure, verifiable logic.